At least 4 Il-76 military cargo aircraft said to be bound for Belarus have touched down in Tehran over the past 2 days, according to defense monitoring reports. The defense outlet Militarnyi reported this on January 2nd, citing open-source intelligence and publicly available air traffic tracking data. The planes were flying routes between Belarus and Iran, using technical or intermediate stops along the way rather than direct non-stop flights, Militarnyi noted. Militarnyi also claimed these Il-76s were transporting military cargo of both Russian and Chinese origin, suggesting a complex supply chain feeding Iran and Belarus. Il-76 transport aircraft are designed to carry heavy military equipment, large quantities of ammunition and bulky components over long distances. News of these flights emerged on the same day US President Donald Trump threatened potential military action against Iran. Trump warned that the United States would intervene if Iranian authorities violently killed peaceful protesters during the ongoing unrest. He declared that the US was locked and loaded and ready to go should Iran launch a harsh crackdown on demonstrators. Trump's warning comes as Iran faces large-scale protests sweeping across multiple cities and regions. Iranian media and rights groups have reported fresh deaths amid the continuing demonstrations, pointing to an increasingly deadly situation on the streets. At least 10 people have been killed since the start of the latest protest wave, according to figures cited by the Times of Israel. The unrest originally broke out over the government's handling of a sharp currency collapse and soaring prices for basic goods. Merchants, shopkeepers, and university students have joined the rallies, broadening them beyond traditional activist circles. Reports, including those referenced by ABC, say the economic-driven protests are quickly morphing into explicit anti-regime demonstrations. Several news outlets describe anti-government sentiment as boiling over, with economic distress acting as the main trigger. On January 1st, Iran's government announced it had repelled what it called one of the largest cyber attacks ever recorded against the country. The telecommunications minister said the assault targeted Iran's communications infrastructure, a claim broadcast by state outlet Press TV. Officials said the attack traffic was launched from more than 120,000 different sources around the globe. They added that the strike ranked among the world's 12 biggest cyber attacks when measured in packets per second. According to Iranian authorities, the December 28th attack was neutralized using a combination of domestic cyber defense tools and cooperation with international partners. This cyber offensive unfolded amid rising fears of a renewed conflict with Israel over Iran's ballistic missile program. Reports indicate that Israel's Prime Minister recently met the US President to lay out updated plans for possible strikes on Iranian targets. After that briefing, Trump pointedly did not rule out hitting Iran again if it rebuilds or significantly expands its missile capabilities. Tehran responded by warning both Trump and Netanyahu that any new attack on Iran would be met with a harsh response, signaling the risk of rapid escalation.